Ladies and gentlemen, here's a man who walked his butts off and traveled around the world to bring you exciting stories of fascinating destinations and amazing helpful ideas to make your lives easier. He's a man of many moves and definitely many recipes. Here's our wacky walker, Stephen Yan.
Oyster, the almighty oyster, they're considered to be lazy species. You know why? Because you always find them in beds. Anyway, you know how to communicate with a fish? You just drop him a line. And the world's most musical fish is the piano tuna. That's right, we got it. And you know the name of the surgeon who performed operation at the fish hospital? It's called the sturgeon. So that's it. Right, we have a very fishy show for you. You know, this show is going to take you to different places, you know, such as, you know, the SeaWorld in Orlando, Florida, and also we are going to take you to Hong Kong and show some of the whale and dolphin show. It's very exciting. And then in this show, we are going to also show you how you can look after your aquarium. If you have to be away for 2-3 months, for 2-3 years, or never come back. So when you come back, you don't have to worry about seeing some of the seafood in your aquarium tank. You know, just it's a fantastic, it's a whale of a show, you know, right here for you. And we are going to talk to somebody, okay, about whales. We'll find out what do they eat. Whether they actually eat chop suey, egg foo young, or egg roll. You know, this is a fantastic show, and you're going to learn something, and I'm going to enjoy it, and let's go and enjoy it. That's the lineup for you. Okay, now, I am going to take you to my hometown, you know, in Hong Kong. Now, in Hong Kong is an island, and there's a lot of people there, and they also eat a lot, and the most popular food is the seafood. Now, but there's one seafood in Hong Kong that the people don't eat. They would rather watch. It's a whale watching time. I have brought along some of the North American whale to Hong Kong to show you what they can do on some of the tricks that you have never seen before. Situated only 10 miles away from the downtown Hong Kong island, this is Ocean Park. This park costs 150 million Hong Kong dollars. It is located on 170 acres of land. It is one of the world's largest oceanarium. Every day, thousands of visitors come to see live shows performed by killer whales with dolphins. First opened in 1977, it has become Hong Kong's biggest tourist attraction. In this large marine mammal theater, visitors can enjoy the performance of killer whales. The killer whales used to be described as dangerous sea mammals. After years of research and shows like this one, killer whales have become as lovable as Mickey Mouse. It is always amazing to appreciate how these large mammals can play with their trainers under complete trust, respect, and fun. It is a whale of a performance. Oops, that would give him a bad headache. Out of all the movement that the killer whale make, this is the one that impressed me most. Now watch the trainer now. He's being pushed around by the killer whale so fast, sometimes he would have difficulty to take a breath. But he had to take one though. Now he goes down, and watch out. What goes in must come out. Now you will see this human submarine coming straight out of the water. Watch this. Isn't that great? Dolphins are very intelligent mammals. Even though they are smaller than killer whales, they can jump very high and swim as fast as 30 miles per hour. These mammals are so intelligent that the U.S. Navy trained them to detect mines in the ocean. I'm always amazed to see how the dolphins can be synchronized so accurately to make different moves at the same time. What a race! I think the Olympic swimmers will have a tough time to match their speed. What a good show! Well, it's time to say goodbye to everybody. And everybody enjoy it, including this fellow. Well, that was great, isn't it? But if you think that was interesting, until I come back, I will show you how killer whale can be trained by people. So don't walk away. I'll be right back. Welcome back. Well, I'm going to show you a very amazing thing. You know, the whales, they don't talk the same language as you and I, but in the SeaWorld in Orlando, Florida, you know, they have those killer whales. Even though they don't speak the same language with the trainer, but they seem to understand what the heck is going on, and then they play together and they make excellent partners with the killer whales. This is the home for the killer whales. It contains more than 5 million gallons of man-made seawater and room enough for killer whales to swim and form family groups much as they do in nature. Dave Butcher has been working with the killer whales for over 15 years. He's here to teach new trainers the essential rapport with the animals.
There's a point in time where they roll over and they look right in your eye. And there's so much that I've been able to learn just by having that eye contact.
Your eyes tell so much about you anyway. She can tell when if you really care. And it's genuine, she knows. It's very important for us to show them that we care about them. And just the rubbing and talking real softly and looking at them in the eye, and that just reinforces the fact that I really care about you. I want to be here because I like you.
I'm being carried away by a couple of killer whales.
In the wild, killer whales have no natural enemies. They swim at speeds over 30 miles an hour and can eat large animals such as seals and sea lions. They even attack whales much larger than themselves. It is a wonder how whales that are born to kill can be so gentle with men.
We've got to always respect them, their power, their size, and so we find ourselves teaching them to learn that we are gentle creatures and that you cannot play with us the way you would play with one another. That is a very important part of our training program.
There we go.
There's a friend of ours against a blue-green sea. Black and white is the power, strength, and might. A never-ending mystery is he.
What we'll do first is we'll take one with her just pushing you into the corner, all right? Then we'll start over again and have you make the corner and see if she'll push you down. And then we'll see if we can go for the one where you fly out of the water.
What the trainers noticed was that the whales like to push them in the water. If the whale gains speed, could they stay on?
Good, good.
Stretch halfway down.
Yeah. Let's watch this now.
And suppose he took them down. Could they take the rapidly changing pressure?
It's gonna work, though. It'll work! It'll work!
They practice and practice. What a good show. Thank you. Thank you, Shamu. Wow, what a performance. Wow, that was interesting, isn't it? Now, I often wonder what whales eat. Whether they eat egg rolls or wonton or what the heck, you know. Let's find out from the information officer from Vancouver Aquarium, who had worked with the whales for the past 12 years. You know, he's a good friend of mine. Please join me in welcoming Mr. Ray Lord. Hi, Ray. Yeah. Well, you've been playing around with the whale for so long. Now, how do you find the whales? Are they kind of huge and intelligent?
They're big, they're friendly, and they're hungry.
Always?
All the time.
Oh, my goodness gracious. Do they eat egg roll at all?
They eat raw fish. Sushi is their favorite.
Sushi.
Right.
Okay. Now, how the whale is so big, you know, how do you weigh them?
We have to guess. You never know exactly how much the whales weigh. What we do is we measure them, and we know that a whale that's about that big would weigh about that much.
My goodness.
We don't put them on a scale.
What is the average size of the whale?
Well, an adult male killer whale can weigh up to 9 tons and be perhaps 30 feet in length, so they're very large animals.
That's more than 1 ton that you did.
9 tons.
9 tons,
not
yeah.
1 ton.
A few months ago, I got a chance to visit your beautiful aquarium. The Vancouver Aquarium is well known around the world. It was something else. Now, here I was, you know, running in. This is the entrance, and I got a chance to see some of the white whale. Now, what's the name of this whale? How do you get them?
These are the belugas, and they're from Hudson's Bay in northern Canada. And you'll recall we taught you the comb trick, so they came down.
Using the comb, just touch the comb and then play a little bit right there, and then you can get them.
They really like looking at people through the windows, and they recognize individuals, and you are definitely one of their best friends.
Yeah? Well, they gave me a good kiss, but I think that they have bad breath.
Well, it's bad if you're not a whale.
Yeah, there I was, you know, trying to, now, see, the whale was trying to get even with me. They're very playful, aren't
Well, they only spit at people they really want to be friendly with. It's the way the whale says hi.
Well, remember, you took me to the kitchen.
Yes.
Now, this is the kitchen now.
Well, you took me through your kitchen, so we showed you the whale's kitchen. And we have here tons and tons of food is prepared here every day. It makes a high-volume restaurant look like nothing.
Really?
The whales have their own vitamins.
Vitamin.
And each have their share of vitamins that they receive every day, and this makes sure that they stay healthy.
And then how do you keep the vitamin, hide them?
Well, the vitamins are actually put right into the fish. You just can't throw the vitamins into the whale's mouth, and you can't go to the drugstore and buy whale vitamins. You have to have people vitamins.
You can't get them to swallow the pill alone.
No, you have to put it in a fish.
You have it in the fish, you know, there's hiding. Now, there you are. Here's a bucket of the fish.
We keep the fish frozen until it's needed.
How much do they eat?
A very rich fisherman catches them for us. And we thaw the food out regularly, and the whales receive maybe 5 or 6 meals a day.
Oh, and then how much do they eat each meal?
It could be 30 pounds in one meal.
So I need a big wok, you know, to cook it up. Well, there I was, you know, there, and when I took the food out, it was very exciting. Not only the whale, but also the people. You know, they're all jumping up and down,
well,
including the people.
The feeding is part of the whale's exercise and their training, which keeps them healthy. They love working with people. And here you are coming out onto the pool, and boy, were they ever happy to meet you.
Well, they didn't use chopstick, you know, that's the problem.
Their teeth are 3 inches long. They don't need chopsticks.
Were they? Oh, my. The whale is a lovely animal, so I just can't understand why people, you know, they get them. Killer whale, you know, Ray, they're supposed to be man's enemy long time ago.
They're actually the world's largest dolphin, and the only reason we call them killer whales is because they do eat anything in the ocean.
Anything?
Anything.
But they play very well with the trainer. I'm always amazed in how they can work together.
They're very, very friendly. They actually are more like a partner at the aquarium than sort of an animal or a pet at home. They really aren't pets.
Do they get regular checkup, that kind of thing?
Well, we can't have the vet, we can't take the whale for a vet visit. We have to have the vet come to the aquarium and do a pool call.
So the vet, they make house call or pool call?
Pool call.
Well, that's good. Well, we learned a lot, you know, in this show, and next time I'll make sure to come over to the Vancouver Aquarium.
In the meantime, I brought this for your bathtub.
For me? My bathtub, okay. And folks at home, now we're going to have more whale talk and fish talk in this show, so don't you walk away because we'll be right back in a few minutes. Welcome back. There's a place in Central Florida where marine mammals are treated like relatives in the family. This is SeaWorld in Florida, the world's largest marine mammal display and research center. It is well known for its dedication to sea animals. This is the best place to get their service. A little bit fishy, but it's their 5-star hotel. This is one of the world's largest classrooms to learn about the behavior of different sea animals. They have the most extensive collection of sharks, and visitors can walk through this moving walkway to get an in-depth look at nature's perfect eating machine. Their educator, Darlene Jarvis, has an interesting story about sharks.
Many people often think that there's only one type of shark, and that is Jaws, because of the movie, and that's not true. There are over 350 species of sharks. Of the 350 species of sharks, we have about 5 species here at SeaWorld. We have the nurse shark, we have the bull shark, which is one of the top 3 most aggressive sharks in the world. We have the sand tiger shark, the brown shark, and last but not least, the lemon shark.
Does it taste like lemon?
No, they get their name because they have a yellowish color or tinge to them that looks like a lemon.
Here are my favorite waiters, always well-dressed to go to work. You might think they all look alike. Let's get them formally introduced.
There are several misconceptions about penguins. Number one, people think that penguins are found in the North Pole. They're found in the southern hemisphere, down by Antarctica. Another misconception that people have is that all penguins live in cold climates. Many penguins live up by the equator. Penguins do not look alike either. You have your macaroni penguin that has bright yellow plumage on his head, and then you have your typical penguin that looks like he wears a tuxedo, which is the Adelie penguin. They do not eat chop suey or egg foo young. They like to eat krill and fish.
So do I. Penguins are considered to be among the most social of all birds because they live, travel, and migrate in groups. They communicate by vocalizing and engaging in physical behaviors they call displays. Their wings are paddle-like flippers used for swimming. Some species can dive to a depth of 900 feet and remain submerged for almost 20 minutes. Educational shows are performed in this marine complex. Sea lions of the silver screen stars 2 sea lions named Clyde and Seymour, who present a light-hearted theatrical spoof that makes everybody laugh. What a crowd teaser they are. Attraction is the water skiing show. The performance is so entertaining that sometimes you might think these fellows are not water skiers. They are dancers and entertainers. An act like this is hard for anyone to follow. This is the aquarium I had at home. As you know, I travel a lot, just like some people, they walk around the world, and sometimes can be a problem trying to keep all these fish in the tank because I don't want to see them on my dinner plate. Now, today I have a friend. He worked at the aquarium for a long time. He knows everything about the aquarium. Please join me in welcoming my friend Ken Wong. Hi, Ken. Good. Well, we have to go away for, say, 3 or 4 weeks. Would there be any problem with the fish, or what should we do?
Well, if you're going away for 3 or 4 weeks, you're going to have a human fish sitter come in and check up on your
Fish
ship.
sitter?
That's right.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
You don't sit on the fish. You just look after them.
That's right. You just look after them. But before you leave, there's certain things you can do to prepare your tank. You're going to want to make sure that all your filters are clean and working properly. We have an undergravel filter here with 2 lift stacks, and we have a mechanical filter there. And what we'd like to do to the undergravel filter is to clean the gravel, and the way we do that is with a special tool called a gravel cleaner.
Now, so they just lay a regular
Works
rubber
like a
tube.
siphon.
Siphon.
You
And
stick
then
it in the
you
tank.
put it in.
That's right.
And then, now how do you get this thing?
Now, if I suck on the end of this,
You
it'll
just
start.
want me to do it?
We need a bucket.
I hope I don't suck the fish. Otherwise, they call me a sucker. No.
You'll be fine.
Well, then you just undo this thing and wherever you want to go,
That's
right?
right, that's
So
right. You
get
just
a
work the
bucket.
gravel
Oh,
with
wow,
that.
that's not bad.
Okay.
It doesn't taste good. What else do you have to be careful of?
Okay, you're going to want to come around the back.
Yeah, oh, sure. Now, what am I going to do with this sucker here? Okay, I'll just hang on.
Okay, so you're going to want to take your mechanical filter apart.
Yeah.
You're going to want to clean your foam
Clean the
insert.
foam.
This is your foam insert.
How about change the water?
We'll do that as well. And you're going to want to replace your carbon cartridge.
Carbon, yes.
Okay, and you're right, we do want to replace the water.
How much water do you need to change ahead? Do you need to change the whole tank or just a...
No. You're going to want to change about 1/3 of the water, which is about that much water.
About that much. Okay.
And beyond that, you're going to want to observe a couple of safety tips.
Uh-huh.
And
You take temperature, with the fish?
You take temperature of the water, yes.
The water, not the fish?
Not the fish, no.
Well, in the
just
hospital,
water.
you take the temperature on the patient.
Right.
Okay, then what about the fish? Do you check them up, do a medical checkup, an X-ray, that kind of stuff?
Not quite that complicated. What you want to do is look at your fish and make sure it's got clear eyes.
Uh-huh. Hi.
Are the
Yes.
eyes clear?
Yes, I'm
Good.
clear.
Good. You want to make sure that it's swimming around, it's healthy, it's feeding well, and it's free of parasites and fungus. And if they do have any of those, you treat them before you leave on your trip.
Oh, I see.
Okay?
Uh-huh.
And the other thing I was going to mention is if you do have an air pump, you want to position your pump above the water line.
I see. So that it doesn't go back.
Just in case the power does go out, you don't want to siphon water down into the pump like you have with this siphon. The airline works as a siphon both ways.
That makes a lot of sense.
Okay.
There you are. What about some of the aquarium? They have a little bit electrical cord. Should it be high up or low up?
That's true too. What you want to do with your electrical cords is make something called a drip loop.
Make a tire loop, and then so the water doesn't go through.
And what all a drip loop is, if I can demonstrate here,
Yeah.
is you want to have the low point in the electrical wire. So the water will drip down off the wire rather than into the electrical socket in the wall.
Oh, well, that's a lot of helpful hints. So next time I don't see all my fish in my wok, so I can still have them swimming around, that's very important.
That's right.
Okay, well, thanks very much, Ken. I really appreciate it. I hope the folks at home will learn something too.
Nice being here.
Well, that's all the time we have for this show, and I hope you tune in again and travel with us around the world without leaving your living room. I hope you enjoy it, because I did. Next time when we meet, say what's up and don't say hello.